Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. Today we have the pleasure of unboxing the S24 Ultra, and such a beautiful phone, as you can see. So we have the titanium frame on the S24 Ultra this time around, and it just feels premium, just amazing, with similar camera setup for the 24 compared to S23 Ultra. Really nice. I guess they probably took a cue from Apple in going titanium frame this time around. So that's really nice. Let's power it on and look into what this phone has to offer. So it has Gorilla Glass armor this time around, and it's supposed to be a little bit anti-reflective, but this one has the screen protector on. So I think more the reflections you see are from the screen protector more than anything else. And we have the titanium gray version here. It's really nice. It feels really premium. And S23 Ultra itself was already premium and all-around good phone, and this one is just following that tradition. So yeah, without further ado, let me just get this powered on and then we can dive right into it. So battery is 5000 milliamp battery, like last year's S23 Ultra as well. No changes to that, but I guess there are a couple of premium designs this time around this year on this phone, so we'll quickly run through those in a bit. But quickly going on to the sound check on this phone, because I found the sound to be pretty much similar to last year's, if not the last year's S23 Ultra. It sounds comparable when it comes to sounds on this version. So let's just have a quick take on the sound and then we'll get right into it. So let's get into it. Sound check. Here you go. Let's crank the volume up to the max. Not the max. Yeah, that's it. And let's try and get the same on S23 Ultra. Just by the sound, it's quite difficult to tell which is S24 Ultra and which is S23 Ultra. So I just play it one more time. Thoughts in comment section below if you can tell which one is S23 Ultra and which one is S24 Ultra purely by the sound. So let's go. So that's one, and the other one, let's start. My assessment is the S23 Ultra power is more louder than S24 Ultra for some reason, but then the sounds that come from S24 Ultra is also a little bit tiny richer than S23 Ultra. So try and see if you can tell. So on the soundtrack, I'm giving it to S23 Ultra for being loud and being punchier and being richer. These volumes again are the same levels, so maximum possible volume, and one obviously sounds louder than the other. So there you go. Yeah, so but the difference between these on sounds is very close. Another thing is the S24 Ultra this time around has the Snapdragon Gen 3 processor, so that's really a powerful processor, giving lots of opportunities for all the new exciting tricks and processing power behind all the AI capabilities. The camera also is quite similar to the S23 Ultra. It's, very, very similar setup. And in terms of my daily use as well, I can see performance to be apart in most cases, and you'll see a couple of pictures later in this video comparing pictures from these two cameras. Very, very similar in many cases, but then this one has the extra bit of AI trickery that makes a whole lot of other processing possible in terms of isolating backgrounds. And I think in general they probably need to introduce more software updates to enhance the software performance of the camera, because at the moment there is not much between photos and videos taken with S23 Ultra compared to the S24 Ultra. But I guess with a lot more updates we will get past that and we'll see the power of this new S24 Ultra. And then there's been promise of 7 years of software updates, so that's really good, which means for all intent and purposes software security update, lasting you for about 7 years, which means for 7 years your phone will be up to date and be able to do all the fancy things you want the phone to do without feeling any issues with support from the manufacturer. So that's really handy, and it's packed with AI features, so lots of AI features which we can just go right into, one of which is the circle to search. And the power of that is anything at all that you see on the screen you can press in the middle of a phone and circle whatever you see. So now what do I even want to circle? Let's say we want to circle the day of the week. Did it come out well? Yeah, it picked up Saturday. So what do we see? Yeah, and it can show you all the things about it. Probably not a good example, but whatever you are reading, whatever is in focus, you can circle and it will tell you what it is. It could be words, it could be pictures, and you'll bring it up. So this one has directly brought everything up on Waze navigation as an example. So really handy. These AI features goes even all the way to translating your conversation. Another speaking a foreign language, you'll be able to use the AI to translate for a common language to be going through to the other person, so you both understand each other on the phone. So that's really, really powerful, and processing on this is like so smooth. It's like navigating across is so flawless, and I think Samsung has something here. Another AI feature that I really enjoy using a lot is also the photo editing mode. And before even the phone came, they had the studio software built in within Samsung, and so you can always go to it and use that to edit your pictures and your videos, and it makes life a whole lot more easier. So on the whole, will I recommend this phone for someone to move to from S23 Ultra? It depends on what a person is needing. you know, if you want AI power, and by the way, AI will also move across to S23 Ultra in due time, but more from the processor side of things. Having Snapdragon Gen 3 means you have more up-to-date processor to be able to perform like high tasking games and things like that, whilst keeping the phone cool. And so that's really good. Battery lasts like a whole day from the S24 battery without a charge, whereas sometimes I struggle getting the same on S23 Ultra. But again, the difference is not very much, so it depends on usage. Yeah, so I guess this is the phone to be for 2024, and we look at who else will come up with any other phone that would be groundbreaking to be able to beat this phone, because this phone is just all good. How can I even forget the S Pen? So the S Pen is still here, and we're talking about circle to search. You could get more precision using the pen, so that's really good. And aside that, all the functions of the pen as well. So smart select, screen write, and all these other ones, you can hit the plus for more of the functions that you can get from the pen. Probably the one I'll need immediately will be the translate one. That's very key. Do I need any other? Maybe magnify. Yeah, so you can add all those and it will be added to the functions, and you can use it anytime you want. So this is really a good phone, and I think so far using it for the past 2 weeks, I have no problems with the phone because it just does the job, and it's snappier compared to the S23 Ultra, and a tad smarter with all the AI features. So I guess we'll continue using it to see how it goes. And one issue though is that it get hot easily compared to the S23 Ultra. During my migration of data from the old to the new, I could feel at a point it was getting a bit warm compared to the S23 Ultra. But otherwise, on the whole, it really can manage lots of tasks being thrown at it without any issues whatsoever. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit notifications so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next one. Bye.